Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 84 of Sonic Boom TV. This is a thrift store, records and CD finds video. This may be a little long because I kind of got a lot of material, but I went to the Bridge House store, for real. That's the real name of the one I went to. And I also went to what I thought was a Goodwill, but it turned out to be a Salvation Army store, which I always thought was a Goodwill for some reason, but it's not. And it's right where my new job is. I've found a few decent things in there before, but it's mostly not very good for records or CDs or anything. But this last time I went, they did have a lot of stuff. It just wasn't much of what I was looking for. But I did pick up a few things. So we'll start with the CDs at Bridge House. First one up, in my, I think it was my last video, I had said that there was a album by The Call that I wanted to get on vinyl, but it was, the cover was messed up and the record had some gross stuff on it, and I didn't feel like cleaning it. Well, the first thing I see when I get to the Bridge House store, The Call reconciled this exact album. Was it's not the record, but it's a CD, and it's one that I have never heard. I used to like them. They're just like they're not really alternative rock. I don't think they're more just a regular rock band. But they kind of blended in a little bit with the alternative scene, I guess. But there's like Let the Day Begin and Red Moon, and I have like 3 or 4 of their albums. So, but I've never seen this one. I never heard it, so I'm glad to have it. The next one was something I came across called White Hills, and I saw this in the bin, and something said, you know what, you need to get that. Haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know what it's about, but comes in a little, it has a little, card with the songs. This is a CD-R. It's not a regular printed CD. Looked this up on Discogs while I was in the store. Just by chance, because I thought there was something about it. It's just one of those things you know when you're looking at stuff. And it, apparently there's only 100 of these made. Now, I don't know where this came from, but this band is not from around here. They are from New York, according to this little thing right here. It was made in New York anyway. So they may have toured, I don't know, and only made 100 of these and sold one to somebody in New Orleans. And that person got rid of their collection or something. I don't know. Very random. But it was the mid-range, I think, on this was like $65, and the high end was over 100. So this one, the sleeve is unglued a little bit. I'm probably going to glue it back with some glue stick or something. But, I don't know if this band is important, this CD might be important as well. So that was a nice find. Several of these were worth more than $1. I paid $1 for all of these. Several of them were worth like $8 to $10. Not that it matters. I just like to feel like I'm getting a deal. So that was cool. This one, WTUL New Orleans 91.5 FM Songs from the Basement, Volume 17. This is a series, of course, because this is volume 17. I could find some of them on Discogs, but not this one. I saw pricing like $17 to $5 to whatever. So who knows what makes them worth anything, unless it's a local band that went on. The WTUL is a Tulane University's radio station, and they've been around for a long time doing it, and they do a lot of underground stuff. They used to do like metal shows and some underground alternative rock and stuff like that, and usually in punk and everything else. And I remember listening to it when I was in high school, because we could kind of pick that station up where I lived in Slidell, Louisiana, and they were broadcasting, I guess, from New Orleans. It makes sense. Tulane University is in New Orleans. But they it says 60 years of progressive stereo on it as well, right there. But I it was always like bizarre kind of stuff and real hardcore stuff for that was on, and at the time I wasn't that interested in it, so I didn't listen to it that often when I could. But it was like usually at nighttime when you could pick it up. But Lenny Zenith and Pop Combo have a song in here, and I've seen Lenny Zenith live, so he's a punk rock, legendary punk rock guy from New Orleans. I have friends that know who he is, but I don't really know much about him. Next, we'll just go through the names. Neutral Snap, Kelly Duplex, I don't know how to say that one. Pucusana, Pucusana, maybe? Bad Misters, Matron, The Flying A's, Lassie, Hydroplane, Shark Attack, Cicada, The Watson Experiment, Amelia Neville, probably related to Aaron Neville and the Neville brothers and all those people, and finally Surreal Estate. So, don't know, but I'm going to check that one out. This one, I also could not find on Discogs, but I found the band, just not this album. This is an EP, the Velocitet, maybe? I don't know. And there's no other title, so that's what it is. It's just a 4-song EP. It looks like there's a Christmas song in here. It's called Xmas Time. So then I came across this, which was pretty cool because I'd never seen it in a store, and I would just been curious about it. Probot, the Dave Grohl's metal band. I don't know who else plays in this with him. I don't know what the album title is either. Maybe it's just Probot. I can't see it. It's kind of dark in here. It doesn't look like it with this bright light shining on my face, but it's kind of dark. Then the next one is somebody called Supervillain. That's also an EP, 5 songs. That's a metal band, I believe. Then, next up, this one has a price tag for $14.99 on it. I bought this because I saw a YouTube video saying that they were an influential band to a lot of people, but probably not going to be my thing. Called Pentagram. Now, I don't know if that's going to be any kind of black metal or satanic whatever, but it may or may not work for me. I don't know. But I took a chance. Got it. I think this one's actually worth a few bucks too, like $20. So that's another good reason to have it. Then another one. I thought the name of it was interesting. A Place to Bury Strangers. That is self-titled, and that is a full album. Next one is a band that was popular in the 90s, and I never got anything by them. I don't know if this album has their hit song or not. Excuse me. I'm trying to think. I don't know what their actual hit song was, but anyway, Monster Magnet, Super Judge. I remember my friend liked them, and he had one of their albums. I don't know if it was this one or another one, but he was really into that, whatever their song was that was on the radio, and I was, whatever with them. But I saw that, and I figured I'd pick it up since it wasn't all scratched up. The next one was one that I had wanted to get a long time ago, and I missed out on it for some reason. I just never got around to buying it, and maybe because I'm not a huge fan of either one of these people. But anyway, it's Ozzy Osbourne, the Randy Rhoads tribute, and it's got a little hype sticker. Classic Randy Rhoads tribute album. I can't read that small writing in the dark here. But anyway, the thing is, when I picked it up, it says, what does it say right there? It says 2 record set on 1 compact disc. Now, sometimes you get old, or you just get dumb, or whatever. Well, I was in the store, and I opened this up, and there's 1 CD in there, right? And I tried to see if there was anything in the back of that. There's nothing. And I was like, oh, it's only got one CD in it. And I looked at the cover, and it still says 2 record set on 1 compact disc. And I looked at it and I said, man, I want this, and I don't want to put it back. It doesn't have both of the CDs. And then I looked at it again and I was like, how dumb am I? It's 2 records set on 1 compact disc. And that's what I got. Anyway, so this will probably be enjoyable. I'm not a huge Ozzy Osbourne fan. I like his hits enough. And I mean, I haven't really heard anything that I don't like. I just haven't spent any time buying a lot of his stuff. I think I might have one album. And Randy Rhoads, he was great, but I'm the only thing I know by him is whatever's on this probably, and the time he was in Quiet Riot, and the Quiet Riot stuff was not that good. But this has, I Don't Know, Crazy Train, Mr. Crawley, Suicide Solution, Iron Man, Paranoid, Goodbye to Romance, and that's about it. I don't know if these are all live or not, or if they're studio versions or not. But anyway, that's a good one. I'm sure it's going to be a good one. This one's called Rudiments, Bitch, Bitch, Bitch. And yes, I bought it because it said bitch, bitch, bitch. But I also bought it because it was on Dill Records, and I have a few things on Dill Records. I believe they're all ska bands, so I figured this would be a ska band, so I bought it. $1. The next one, can't believe I found this. This one, I believe, is worth a few bucks as well. All I'm going to say is, if you know, you know. I'm not going to say what the name of this band really is. But AC, I Like It When You Die. This has 52 songs on it. 52 songs on it, guys. This is a hardcore punk band, maybe. The songs are like, I know the songs are like 20 seconds to a minute. I don't think they're anything longer than a minute, probably. I don't know if it says it on here, what the times are. But I know that's what they do. They don't have the times on any of this, but I bought it because, well, I figured it was probably pretty rare and pretty ridiculous, and I don't want to say the name of it, but if you know, you know. So if not, look it up and you'll find out what AC stands for. Not appropriate for this channel, even though I did say a bad word earlier on one of the song names, but I ain't gonna do it on them. And then the next one, this one is High on Fire. Blessed Black Wings. Little demon monster guy there. Back over to the much. This one has a DVD as well as the CD. Oop, I just broke the case off. Yeah, a lot of these have broken cases at that place. I should have never thrown away all the cases I threw away. I should have just replaced a lot of them because I didn't know I was going to be buying more CDs like I am lately. But anyway, I believe they're a metal band. Check them out later. Then we got Lake Trout, another lost one. I believe that's an indie rock band. That's kind of a cool cover now that I'm looking at it. I didn't realize that was a face with a hand there when I picked it up. I just thought the name was kind of fun. Lake Trout. Kind of cool. This one that this is the album that I think the only album that I had by this band that I didn't have. It's Jane's Addiction, Kettle Whistle. I believe it's live stuff. I got the version with the Fireball CD or whatever it is. Apparently there's a flower one and something else. This is like a BMG thing, if you could see that. Somebody got it from BMG a long time ago. And the last CD I got is called Electric Wizard, Let Us Pray. It's kind of hard to read because of that font they use there, but it's Electric Wizard, Let us pray. And look how easy it is to read on the spine. Electric Wizard. Let us pray. This one, the disc is silver, but the whole case is this ruby red color. Or like blood red, whatever. I don't know if you guys can see it. The front case is not, but the inside is, and the back appears to be clear as well. But I thought that was kind of cool. Of course, the little buttons on most of these are broken, so that stinks. But can't replace that really, unless you got a bunch of cases. So that's the last CDs I got. I did get a record there, and I don't know why I bought this. Besides the fact that it's just one of those things, you know. But the Gone with the Wind original soundtrack. The authentic original sound recording. I'm going to open this up because it has a flag that offends people in the inside of it as part of a scene. So, you know. But you know what the movie's about. And Gone with the Wind. Like it or love it. Hate it or shove it, I guess. I don't know. But I got it. I haven't listened to it yet. Haven't cleaned it. It was pretty messy. It was like that, you know, dirty. Then the stuff I got from the... what do you call that place? The Salvation Army store. Now, I went through the records and I wasn't finding a whole lot, so you know, bear with me on this one. First one I got is the 1969 Warner Reprise or Reprise, however you want to say it, record show, and this thing is falling apart, guys. Take it out. We're gonna look at it. It's falling apart. It's got two records. That's the front cover falling away. Then we've got this record in the sleeve. They got an extra one of these sleeves in here. I don't know if this is gonna fall off, tear off if I don't watch what I'm doing here. So then after you get through that, then you've got a gatefold. So I'm probably gonna glue this back together. But it's got all the songs. And a little description. I don't know if you can see this. A description of everything that's on here. And then we've got the next gatefold with the record. The records are decent shape. They may or may not play well. But it's got a decent amount of good stuff on it. I would try to, if this wasn't falling apart, I'd go through what's on it. But it's got... you know, late 60s bands, and a few hits that I know, so hopefully it'll work. I just bought it because I thought it was a cool collection that they had, but the cover's destroyed. I mean, I probably will glue that one. You know, I don't usually do that. I just usually leave them as they are, but that's falling apart. It's gonna fall. If I play it too many times, it's really gonna fall apart. The next one goes into my collected New Orleans guys for whatever reason. Again, I don't collect jazz, but for some reason I collect Al Hirt. Al Hirt with his All Stars in New Orleans. I just recently had one of these Al Hirt albums that I bought, and this one is in excellent shape. It ain't worth nothing, but if it was worth something, this would be like on the top end of the scale on value. It might be worth about $5 or something, but still got the original inner sleeve in excellent condition. The record, although real dusty on that side, I'm not even gonna show that side, is brand new. It looks like it may have never been played, but it's full of dust because it sucked up, it had static on it. But this nice inner sleeve, brand new. And the cover itself is almost brand new. You know, it's got a little bit of ring wear right there. You can barely see it. The back is real nice. It's not faded. It's not dirty. It's got a few dings on the spine. And somebody wrote 1966 right there, but I don't believe this is 1966. I think it was 1962 when it came out. Maybe that's when they got it, though. But you know, I've probably got 6 or 8 Al Hirt albums now. I don't think I've listened to any of them, but I will, because I'm going to go through a day where I'm most like, okay, it's time to listen to Al Hirt since you got so many of his records. But no, I just like to collect some New Orleans stuff every now and then, and if I can find it for $1, I definitely will. Then we've got 2 more. We've got Linda Ronstadt. Now, I really like this cover for some reason. Got the lyrics on the back. There was another guy in the store looking at records, and he worked there, he said. But he was looking at things, but he didn't buy anything. But he had this in his hand. And it's just a pink inner sleeve, which is nice. Pretty good shape. This one, too, has got a bunch of dust on it. I can feel the dust and fingerprints. But the record itself is in very nice condition. It's almost brand new. Now, Linda Ronstadt, I believe she was a kind of crossover country pop something or other. I remember she had some hit songs when I was a kid, maybe in the 70s or 80s. Can't remember which one, but he said Hurt So Bad was a hit. And he was looking at it and he's like, yeah, this is a really good one. This is really good. So he put it down and he left. Well, it hurt so bad to leave it there. So I picked it up and I bought it for $1. The spine is a little rough right there. And it's got a little bit of ring wear. But overall, and it's got a punch out as well. I don't know if you can see it on the back. But this was a radio station promo, I believe, because it had that sticker on it. And that's the main reason I wanted to get it, because of that sticker. And I saw that when he had it in his hand, and I was like, oh, I want to see what that is. It says K94 KSMB, Post Office Box 3345, Lafayette, Louisiana, 70502, and the phone number, and the stereo rock, and it says Celeste Mooney. Yeah, Mooney. So I wanted that sticker because that's probably been on. Now, who knows if that radio station even exists anymore? But you know, if it's the song I think it is, I do know it, and it was a good song. But I don't have anything else by Linda Ronstadt at all. And then the last thing was actually the first thing that I saw in the store, and it was in a they had like a little bin of records, and sorry guys, they had a little bin of records, like a I don't know what you call it, a plastic bin that you would throw your whatever you're trying to pack away into the garage or whatever, and it was just sitting there, and it had about 50 records in it, and they had some stuff that may have been pretty good, but I just wasn't into it because it's jazz stuff, you know, a lot of jazz there. But I did find this. D-Day plus 20, 1944 to 1964. It's a commemorative documentary recording and photographic album of the Allied invasion of Normandy, June 6, 1944. It says, our destinies are sometimes focused on the small point of a bayonet. John F. Kennedy, 35th President of the United States, 1961 and 63. And in the back, it's got another little quote. Now, I bought this because it's just spoken word stuff. It's like probably radio reports or something. I don't know. But I thought this was going to be a double album, but it's not. It's just one record. One heavy record. I don't know what the weight on this thing is, but it's a heavyweight record. It looks to be, again, real dusty. These things were so dusty, but it looks to be in really good shape. And it says Columbia Special Productions Limited Edition. The reason I bought this was not because of whatever's on this. I bought it for the pictures because I'd like. You know, I don't collect a lot of photo books or anything like that. But when I come across something like this, I want to grab it because I do like photo. You know, I do photography, and I like it. And the reason these videos are coming out on a Monday and not over the weekend is because I was editing photos from a concert I went to over the weekend, because I do that. But it's got some war photos. Nothing brutal. Like that one. I don't know if you guys can see. And this book is detached from the thing, the little booklet, but it's still in good shape. The booklet is in better shape than the cover. That's a kind of cool one from the. I guess that's the landing, because these guys are crawling on the beach. Attack, it says. So these pictures are grainy and kind of whatever, but very cool to have something like this. So that guy's messed up right there. Haven't read what these are, so I don't know. This looks like it might be dead bodies or something. Blah. Yeah, final roll call for a U.S. soldier beyond help of medics. Here, a soldier performs grim task of identifying and tagging the dead. Right there. I'm not a fan of war, by the way, but these kind of photos I think they're important. Hopefully people will learn not to have war, but, that never seems to work. So anyway, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's long. I don't know how many pages this book is. Got to be 30 or 40. I would think 40. That is it. They had another one that was some kind of also some kind of war thing. But the record was real scratched up, so I left it there. And I don't know what it exactly was, but it said it had voices, actual voice recordings of like Adolf Hitler and the British guy, whatever the president was. I can't think of his name, or whatever they call it over there. What's his name? Doesn't matter. It's not a wartime show. So anyway, that is all the new stuff I got as far as the thrift stores. I don't know. I may end up going back over there this week at the end of the week and see if they got anything else. But like I said, that Salvation Army place. I've been there several times. I just always thought it was a Goodwill for some reason. And it's mostly been a miss. It's not very much good stuff there as far as records go. They had some CDs, but I didn't even look at them this time. So anyway, I might go check it out. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Have no episodes planned right now. No new ones. I keep saying I'm going to do the Rancid countdown and probably some other not countdowns, rankings. But I'm trying to get the first Rancid CD, so or record. So I think all of them at that point. If not, I might do it anyway and just have it. I keep saying this stuff, and I know there's a couple people who are like, "When are you gonna do that Rancid video?" And I was like, I don't know. So anyway, but there's other bands I could do that I have a lot of albums by. Queensryche, Primus, REM. I could do early Sepultura. I could do. Did I say REM? REM. Can't really do the Ramones because I don't have the early Ramones stuff. I have the late Ramones stuff and the middle Ramones stuff now that I bought the box set, which is up there somewhere. You probably can't see it. But there's other bands, that I could do, like Def Leppard, maybe Motley Crue. I don't have all of their albums, though. I don't have their later stuff. I have the early stuff. So maybe just do like early stuff. Like I said, I wouldn't review anything unless it's got 4 albums, unless the band only had less than 4 albums. And that being said, it could be somebody that just has 2 albums or 3 albums. Then I could do something like, Save Ferris. If y'all remember that band, they were a ska band. just different things. I have a lot of Smashing Pumpkins, Soul Asylum, a lot of alternative rock bands I have a lot of, and a lot of 80s metal bands I have a lot of. So we'll just figure it out. But if you have anything suggested that I do, if you want me to talk about, my opinion on something or anything like that, just let me know. I mean, it's easy to do. I mean, these videos. It's not like it bothers me to waste my time doing this because I got nothing else to do usually. So it's either this or playing on my phone. So might as well record on my phone while I'm not playing on my phone. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Probably talk to you guys later in the week. If not, I'll see you next week.